Welcome to Decision Making Frameworks Learning Series. I'm your coach, Alex Guess. Today we will be learning consensus building and prioritization frameworks. And like usual, before we start, guys, I would like to remind you, don't forget, feel free and anytime pause, play and read. First question, like usual, why? Because decision-making frameworks are crucial for guiding team in making informed, consistent, and efficient and transparent choices. Our goal to streamline decision, make them efficient, eliminate bias, enforce and encourage collaboration, and as a result, increase adaptability and continuous improvement of a team. We recognize 8 major problem groups, and following framework cover every single one of them. And explicitity, speed and efficiency, clarity and transparency, and collaboration. Also, prioritization. Also, guys, it's most important, I would like to remind you that choosing the right framework depends on a specific situation, goals, and team preferences. But sometimes you need to combine multiple frameworks to get informed and correct decision which will suit your team. Also, I would like to point your attention to M in the circle, which is mean most useful in our craft, because some of the framework we will using every day, some of them we use sometimes. So without any delay, first and most useful, I love that one, dot voting. Very simple. You have a team, let's say 5-10 people. You give everyone 5-10 dots, and you allow the team to go and select. Why we need it? Imagine you have a 10 problem, or 20 problem, or for example, you decide you work with a product owner and you decide to which epics we will build next, or which features is most important for the business. You see, it's a validation, it's called affinity sourcing. Guys, you give a dot and tell people, read it, comprehend, and put the dot on what most resonate with you and what you believe. Which is why if you have 10-20 problem, to have 3 dots per person not work, because everybody will put in most important to them, and now you have a bunch of items which is not important, but some of them have 1 dot. So more dots than 3 or 4, sometimes 5. You will find, you smart people, you will find the right amount of dots, but it should give people ability to vote like minimum and create that mass. How it will look like at the end of voting, some item may not have any dots, some item have, for example, 4 dots like here. And it's most important for the team. Now we have a conversation, how to bring in and what to do with them. Utilize to prioritize some product backlog, some planning, or most important for you, guys, Scrum Masters. It should resonate with you, product owners, agile leads, retrospective. When you ask your team to do retrospective and you ask your team to put an amount of item in a retrospective and put on a whiteboard, how do you know which item resonate with the team? First, group item together. Second, ask your team to vote what's most important for them to work. This is how you use it. It's right there. Also, we live in a digital age. So guys, don't expect to have a whiteboard. So we're talking about Zoom. We're talking about team. Both of them have things like annotate, take a look. You click and it's create number of whatever, hard starts, etc. Same story. Open up whiteboard, ask team to vote, have a discussion, make screenshot, store as your artifact. You will need that for tomorrow. Okay, Moscow prioritization. Have nothing to do with Russia, but sounds good, easy to remember. It's abbreviation for must have, should have, could have, won't have. One of the cornerstone for simplistic, I would say, selection of what we are building. Why it's important? Product owners, building backlog. How do we know what we're going to build? We prioritize, and as soon as you don't get to multidimensional prioritization, I teach that in advanced course. So guys, by the way, always welcome to alexguess.com or my channels where I have explanation of a different secrets of a trade and different practices of a trade. So don't forget to subscribe, like it, hit that button and share it. Now, come back to Moscow. Your product owner have, for example, 10, 20 different things. Now we have a conversation with the stakeholders and with the team. What needs to be built? Some people need to build everything, but this heart of discussion, and let me change the way how you think. Remember, from Agile Manifesto, number 10, the art not to build what's not needed, right? In a simple way. So, first question, what your client may survive without? Those items, move it away. They won't have it. What's most important item? Prioritize up. After most important item, bleeding item, what should they have? What do we have? Well, maybe those items, so move it after that. Could have, move it down. Agile, guys, it's an art of delivering right thing fast. That simple prioritization techniques will allow you to answer that call. We are building only most important item. Everything what's not important, demote, and we're not building them. This is the art. Now, three other items. Let's start with the impact effort matrix. It's a very simple. All three of them based on a simple two-dimension axis. So we're talking about square. Take a look. An impact matrix, super useful when we deal with the bugs, when we deal with the heavy prioritization of delivering item. We're not talking about anything like story point, etc. No, we're talking about effort and impact. Our goal to deliver most impactful item with a little bit effort. What does it mean? If you build something which brings your company $100,000 and it's take your team to build 5 months, or you build something which deliver 50,000 item, but it's take your team to build 3 days, which item you build first? The biggest bang for the buck. We're building those 50,000 and maybe a couple of them. So this is how we're using. We see that impact and effort, and impact it could be not only monetized, impact could be quality, etc., etc. So guys, where are we using that? During sprint planning, during any planning when we need to compare item which could be or may have a matrix things attached to them, like impact and effort. You could attach priority and value for your customers. So think like that, open your mind, the rest is follow like that. Now, after that, let's take a look on the Eisenhower matrix. It's pretty much the same type of matrix, but also it's a little bit different because it's based on the urgency and importance. Guys, if we could collect the data and have a discussion what's urgent and what's important, you have Eisenhower matrix, but again, as long as you know how to do impact effort matrix, everything's the same. Your most important question is what we will measure, what's our axis of measurement, nothing else. And last but not least, weighted shortest job first. Mostly introduced in SAFe. The whole concept is to build consensus based on a division of cost of delay need to be divided by job duration. We calculate priority scope for each work. So pretty much we try to calculate some percentage. But also, guys, remember, when you do that one, don't get crazy focus on things like cost of delay. In a majority of company, people incapable even define cost of delay. I mean incapable. It's due to the way how organizations are done. In a lot of banks, nobody could tell you how that future could be monetized because you're a small feature team or product team, but within the biggest product. So price tag would not be attached. So be creative. Instead of cost of delay, you could utilize different values which matter for your team. The whole idea to create that percentage. But again, doesn't matter how you do. It's the same idea. Low effort, high value. Our goal, low effort, biggest bang for the buck. The biggest value for our end customer. So if you want, you could even introduce things like abstract value for your customer versus abstract complexity of job duration. Okay, that one is complete our discussion about consensus building and prioritization matrix. Guys, extremely important. The rest of most common group you could find and learn with me, such as team alignment, clarification, evaluation, QNAFIN, and etc. Guys, to learn more, please feel free to visit my channels, YouTube, subscribe. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And more detailed information about decision making framework you could find in alexguest.com or my blog. Thank you very much.